Have you ever stared at your textbook for 3 hours and remembered absolutely nothing? Like you read the page, but your brain was just like, nope, not today. If studying feels like trying to connect to Wi-Fi with no signal, don't worry, we're gonna fix that. This video is your cheat code, a guide to leveling up your brain without doing any of the dumb, time-wasting stuff you've probably been told to do. No more color-coding your notes into a rainbow mess. No more rereading the same sentence 12 times. We're going to talk about real study methods backed by actual science, not just school survival tactics. So here's the truth. Studying isn't about working harder, it's about working smarter. And one of the smartest ways to start is with something called the Feynman technique. It's named after Richard Feynman, a Nobel Prize-winning physicist who had a gift for making complicated ideas sound simple. His rule was, if you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Here's how you do it. First, pick a topic. Let's say it's how the heart pumps blood. Now pretend you're teaching it to a 5-year-old. Literally. Out loud. Like, the heart is a muscle that goes boom boom and pushes blood through the body. Try to break it down using your own words. If you get stuck or have to use complex terms you don't actually get, you found the gap in your understanding. Go back, review it, and try again. This time with simpler language. You're basically translating from textbook to plain English. And here's the bonus. When you explain something out loud, whether it's to a friend, your pet, or even your wall, you're forcing your brain to actively work with the information, not just recognize it. That brings us to another superpower, active recall. This is the secret sauce behind real learning. Most people study passively. They reread, they underline, they stare at the page and hope it somehow imprints into their brain like a stamp. But that doesn't work. Real learning happens when you try to pull information out of your memory, not when you just look at it. Active recall is about testing yourself. Close the book and ask yourself, what did I just learn? Or, what are the key points from this chapter? Use flashcards. Do practice questions. Try to write out everything you can remember from a topic, then check for what you missed. It feels harder than rereading, and that's because it is. But that's exactly why it works. You're training your brain the same way you train muscles, with resistance. Now, let's talk about when to study. If your method is do it all the night before, congratulations, you've chosen chaos. Cramming dumps information into your short-term memory, but it doesn't stick. That's like pouring water into a bucket full of holes. Instead, you want to space your studying out. This is called spaced repetition, and it's one of the most powerful learning techniques ever discovered. Here's how it works. You study a topic today. You review it again tomorrow, then again in 3 days, then a week later. Each time you revisit it, you're strengthening the connection in your memory. It's like walking a path through a field. The more times you walk it, the clearer it gets. Apps like Anki or Quizlet can schedule this for you automatically. Or if you're old school, just use a calendar and write down when to review things. The key is to review right before you forget. That's the sweet spot where learning locks in. All right, so let's recap. Teach what you learn using the Feynman technique. Use active recall to challenge your memory. Use spaced repetition to make it stick. Focus with short time sessions. Set up your environment like you're preparing for battle. And take care of your body so your brain can do its thing. You don't need to study harder. You just need to study better. And now you know how. Let's get to it. You've got this.